Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about section 6.6, yield equivalent annual simple interest. So um, in this, we're going to try to talk about what is yield that's equivalent to annual simple interest in this section. Okay, so let's do an example. This example talking about Bank A, and Bank A offer 10% interest compound semi-annually. Okay, so you know that R in here is equal to 10%, right? 10%. So that means equal to 0.1 if you write it into the decimal number. And then because it's a interest compounded semi-annually, that means you have m in here equal to 2, right? Because it means that it's compound 2 times per year. Okay, so if you deposit P dollars, how much will you have at the end of 1 year? So in here, T equal to 1. And the compound interest formula gives, so you know that compound interest formula in here is P times 1 plus R over M power MT. Which, if I put into, put all the information, given information into here, and 1 plus with 0.1 over 2, and then over 2, t in here equal to 1, so 2 times 1. Okay, let me rewrite this. It is 2 times 1. Okay, and then simplify everything. I will have like p at 1 plus 0.05 is 1.005 to power 2. Okay. So then if you use calculator, you will have, I have calculator over here, 1.125. Oh, I should have only 1 0 here, right? Okay. It's going to be A equal to 1.125. 1.1025. 1025 P. Okay. So this should be the answer for the amount of after 1 year. Okay, so now I will move to the next page. Now, in this page is tell us about how much you put P dollars into Bank A, and then the amount should be the one that I just found it, and it is 1.1025, right? In 1 year. So now for Bank B is offered as 10.25%, which equal to 0.1025. If I put it in the decimal number, and then it is interest compound only once a year. So it's actually simple interest for this case. So for the and if you deposit $P in bank B, how much will you have at the end of 1 year? So for the simple interest, you should know that I know so this is T equal to 1. You should know that the formula is A equal to P times 1 plus R times T. And then if I substitute, I will have P times with 1 plus 0.1025, and then multiplied by 1 if you want to write, okay, multiply by 1 and then close parentheses. Okay, so use your calculator and you will have 1.1025 p, right? So it's actually so I can have say A equal to 1.1025 p. Okay, so it's actually equal to the amount after 1 year in bank A, even though you have different interest rate, but in bank B it just compound only once a year, which means simple interest. So so we gonna say there's no difference, or you can say they are the same, right? No difference. Okay, so let's move down to the next page. Okay, so compare between bank A and bank B. So you know that bank A have 10% interest compound semi-annually for 1 year is equivalent to 10.25% simple interest. And then in another way to say the same thing is the years for 10% interest compounded semi-annually is 10.25%. So what does that mean for the yields? The yields mean like like the interest. What is the interest in percent equivalent to compound interest in years. So so that's what yield in this mean. Okay, so we let's try to find the yield for 20% interest compound semi-annually. Okay, so for this case, we also gonna have A equal to P times 1 plus in here R in here is 0.2, right? And M in here equal to 2. So then I have R over M equal to 0.1. So it is 0.1, right? And then T equal to 1. So after 1 year, I have M times T. Let me write down here. M times T will be 1 times 0.1 is 0.1. Actually, you know what? 1 times 2. 2 times 1. 2 times 1. So it equals 2. Okay, so this is going to be over 2. and you have this equal to 1 plus 0.1 square, which is use a calculator. 0.1 plus 1 equals 1 to 1. 1.1, and then you square it, you're going to have 1.21. So this will be 1.21 p, right? So in order to find what is interest, what is yield for 10%, sorry, for 20% interest compound, you need to have the formula for, you know, that the formula for 1 year's simple interest is P1 plus R times T. But T in here equal to 1, so I put 1 here, and then we can easily say, oh, this to be equal to this 1.21 p, because we want to make to make the same amount after 1 year. So put 1.12 p, and then now you see that there is two common factor. There is common factor between top and between the right hand side and the left hand side. So you can just say divide both hand side by p, and then you will have 1 plus r times 1 equal to r equal to 1.21. So then easily you will have the r will be equal to 1.21 minus 1. 21 minus 1, which is equal to 1. Which is equal to 0.21. 0.21. So in another word, I can say R equal to 21% for what does that mean? That means the yield for 20% interest compound semi-annually is 21%. Okay, so I can say the yield for 20% interest compound semi-annually is 21%. Okay, so that is a way you do for this problem. Now, similarly, in here you have to find the yield for 8% interest compound continuously. In here, you should notice that A equal to P times e to the power RT. R in here is 8%, which is equal to 0.08. I should say R in this R is R1. Say here's R1 and here's R2. So you can have some distinguish between two this, right? Okay, so R1 so here's P R1 T, and then T in here equal to 1. Okay, so now I'm gonna have substitute. I have P equal to E, P times e to the power 0.08 times 1, which is 0.08. And that is for this interest compound continuously. But for the simple interest, simple So I have A equal to P times 1 plus R2T, right? And then I gotta have P times 1 plus R2 only. So so then in this case I can put it equal to this guy, and then I have P times e to the power 0.08. So you will just consider about this equation, and if you divide both inside by P, you will easily cancel same common factor here, and then you're going to have just 1 plus R2 equal to e to the power 0.08, and then subtract 1 both inside, you're going to have the rate of R2 is 0.08 e to the power 0.08 minus 1. So then use a calculator. I'm going to show you if you use a calculator for this case. So here we go. Okay. So here's my TI-3. So I have E to power, so second here, and then E to X here, right? So click E to power 0.08, and then I close the parentheses, and then minus 1, then enter. Now I'm gonna have 0.083 something. I can just put like 0.083 as the answer. Okay, so this should be the answer for the rate over here. You may change it to be 8.3%, something like that. Okay, so that should be the way to do this problem. Okay, now move to the next page. Yield makes comparison possible. So yield is used to compare different interest rate with different compounding periods. So for example, compute yields for bank X and bank Y, and if bank X offer 5% compound quarterly. So what is yield for bank X? I can firstly say here is 1 equal to 0.05, right? So from the previous example here, I can easily note that in order to find the R, I can easily make the formula, make an equation as such, like 1 plus R will be equal to will be equal to 1 plus here's 1 plus R1, and here's 1 plus R2 to power m over m and power m. Okay, so that could be one of the equation that you need to use for the compound interest compounded, such as like semi-annually or whatever it is. You should apply this, except only compound continuously. So for the compound continuously, it should be 1 plus 1 equal to let's put here. Yeah, that's the 5. Equal to 1 plus no, actually it's be e to power 2. Okay, so that is a way. Now let me go down here and you will for by x, you should know that this is compiled quarterly, which means m equal to 4. Okay. Okay. So so then so then now you need to use equation here because this is compiled quarterly. So you need to use 1 plus oh, okay, so this should be 2 actually. It doesn't matter if the order here is 1, then yes 2, but I just want to make it consistent so you guys can understand easily. Okay, so 1 plus R2 will be equal to 1 plus R1 over M and to power M. And when you substitute, you will have 1 plus R2 equal to 1 plus 0.05 divided by 4, everything to power 4. So now if you use a calculator, you will have 1 plus R2 equal to, use a calculator on here. So I have 1, let me put parentheses, 1 plus 0.05 divided by 4, close the parentheses, and then to power 4. Then I have 1 point. Oh, this is not a good number for me. Let me see. So in this case, in this case, okay, you're gonna put as 1.05. So then if you subtract, maybe I put 1.05 1. And then if you subtract both hand side by 1, maybe I put approximate, then you have R2 will be equal to 0.051 approximately. Okay, or if you convert it to percent, you're gonna have 5.1%. Okay. This 5.1 is exactly the yield for bank X. Okay, now let's talk about the yields for bank Y. This is continuously compiled continuously. So you're gonna have to apply from this equation. So 1 plus R2 equal to E to power R1. And you know that in here, R1 in here is 4.8%. So I'm gonna have substitute in and 1 plus R2 equal to E to power R1 equal to 4.8%, which is 0.048. Okay, and then you're gonna have 0.048. Okay, now if you subtract both sides by 1, you have R2 equal to E to power 0.048 minus 1, and then use a calculator. You will have so you have second E to the X 0.048, and then you minus for 1, and then you will have R2 should be 0. Equal to 0.049. 0.049. So the more you I mean the early you route it, the more if you route it up at the last step, so you will have more accurate for the answer. So in here, R2 approximately you have like 0.049 compared, or I'm gonna write as 4.9%. So this actually compared to the bank X actually is lower than so bank Y is lower than bank X in the yield. Okay. So which bank is better? Say bank X. Okay, because the yield for banks X greater than bank Y. Okay. So now let's move down. So in here, it say if you deposit 1,000 in the bank, how much interest will you earn after 1 year? Okay, so apply the formula for bank Y. You know that is 4.8% compound continuously. So R2 equals 0. R1 equal to 0.0 I forgot 0.1 0.48. Okay, so 0.48. That's for the rate, and also P deposit is $1,000. T equal to 1. So A equal to, because this is compound, we need to use bank A. So bank A. So P is 1,000. R should be the different one. R was 5%. Okay. %5 or 0.05. And A should be equal to, oh, by the way, we haven't have M. Quarterly, that means M equal to 4. So A equal to P times 1 plus R over M to power MT. So substitute in, have 1000 times 1 plus I is 0.05 divided by M is 4. So then you will have the total amount will be, so you use a calculator. So you have 1000 multiplied by 1 plus 0.05 divided by 4, and then you're going to have 1012.5. 1012.5 $. So $1,012.5. Not that much. Okay, so so that is for 6.6. So I'm gonna talk about, let's see how many more page for 6. So we have 2 more page for 6.7. Okay, let's talk about section 6.7, inflation. Inflation is a tendency for price and wage to increase over time. If price or wage decrease, that is called deflation. Okay, so but in this problem, we mostly going to talk about inflation. And then the percent increase is called the inflation rate. In this session, we deal only with the yearly rate of inflation. Okay. So now let's do example down here, which is the cost of a new boat. And then Harold wants to buy a new boat costing 10,000, and in the inflation rate for the price of the boat is 5% per year. How much will it cost in 3 years? Okay. So so we need to use compound interest formula. In here is compound interest continuously. No, actually it means that in here is compound interest annually. Okay, because it's a yearly rate, right? So M in here in this section is over equal to 1, and in here I have R is equal to 0.05. So we're gonna have formula as A equal to P times 1 plus R over M to power MT, and then T in here equal to 3 years. Okay, and the inflation in here actually like want to know, like after 3 years the boat is just gonna be how much that's after 3 years how much it's gonna be. So with the 5% increase per year. That is inflation. I mean, okay. So now let's apply all the information that I have in here, and I have A equal to P. P was 1,000, right? Because this is like initial amount or current amount of the boat, or current costing amount of the boat. So it's going to be 1,000. So I put P here. 10,000. Sorry. So 10,000 times with 1 plus 0.05 over 1, because m in here is equal to 1 over, and 1 times t in here is 3. Okay, and now you can find easily by as 1,000 times with 1.05 power 3, and you can the cost of the new boat after 3 years by using 1,000 multiplied with 1.05 for 3. So put 1,000, 10,000. Sorry, why I put 1,000 here? I multiplied by 1.05 over 3, enter. So I'm gonna have 11,576.25 cents. So this is a amount after 3 years. The boat, the price of the new boat become. Okay, so let me circle this. Okay, now let's move down. Okay, so let's talk about buying power of the dollar. Elmer retired with a yearly pension of 60,000. So assume the rate of inflation is 4%, and in 5 years, will Elmer's pension be enough to buy goods worth 50,000 at today's price? So that means what? That means we want to find like after 5 years. So here's T. I have like T equal to 5, right? Oh my goodness. And what else? After 5 years, I want to know like how much the goods, how much the price change from 50 to how much, something like that. So I know that for the price for initial price right now is 50,000. So I put P equal to 50,000. What else do I need to know? So M always equal to 1 in this section. Okay. It just is yearly compounded or annually compounded annually. So M has to be equal to 1. What else? I have rate equal to 4%, is 0.04. And then after you find the amount, you're gonna try to compare with this 60,000, so that you can know if enough money to buy the goods. So let's try to find the amount after 3 years for the goods. So it's P times 1 plus R over M to power MT. Then it's going to be 50,000 multiplied by 1 plus R in here is 0.04 and divided by 1 and okay, I'm going to use other colors to separate them. So in here it's going to power going to be M times T. So M is 1 and T is 5 years. Okay, so now use the calculator. Oh, actually, let's just simplify first. So it's going to be 50,000 multiplied by 1.04 to power 5, right? So if you use calculator, like this, so you have 50,000 multiplied by 1.04 to power 5. And let's see what we have. So it's about 60,832.65 cents. So so this excuse me, this amount is as you see that is greater than 60,000. So you can excuse me. So pension will not be enough to buy. I actually just stop. It will be enough. Okay, and in 5 years. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna stop this session now. So I will see you in the next session.